Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give it up honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, who has taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth from which life to do. So it's going to be a quick video. Lord, when the video is edifying, Lord, when I can get something from this video. Basically, what I'm going to go into is that the Lord is going to choose Israel, man. But you got to know who who the real Israelites are. Okay? This, matter of fact, let me go ahead and grab that real quick. Because the people who dwell in that land right now are not the true biblical Israelites. Okay? The true biblical Israelites are you so-called black men and women, so-called Native American men and women, and so-called Latino and Latina men and women, okay, by way of your father. Okay, it doesn't matter what race your mother is the father. The father plants the seed. An easy concept to get is, like when I was first coming into the truth, what I always used to hear was that if you plant a mango seed in the ground or an orange seed in the ground, an orange tree is going to grow. If you plant an apple seed in the ground, an apple tree is going to grow. Okay, the ground is just her. The ground is representing as the woman. The seed represents the sperm. That tree is going to bear apples. Okay, it's not going to, it's not going to be, whatever it's not going to be dirt, so to speak, or, it's going to just be an apple. So if you can read that in Numbers too, okay, you can read that in Numbers, you get your line from your father, and the word sperm goes into seed, okay. But without further ado, let's get into the scriptures. This is Zechariah 9:6. It says, "The bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines." Well, a bastard is dwelling in Ashdod, okay. A bastard is dwelling in Ashdod, and that bastard is you Amalekites, man. You small hats, okay. That's who the bastard is. And as a matter of fact, let's go into the blue letter real quick. What was that? Zechariah 9:6. Oh, Zechariah 9:6. It says the bastard. Let's get that word bastard. Let's see what it means. Bastard. It says bastard, child of incest, illegitimate child, bastard, mixed population. The blue letter kind of go off, but a bastard, mixed population. If we get bastard in if we go to Google really quick. Get the definition for bastard. It says an unpleasant or despicable person. Okay, villain, rogue, rascal, brute, animal, weasel, snake. Everything no longer in its pure or original form, debased. Okay, yeah. Is it one more definition? Yeah, illegitimate child. Yeah. So, a bastard is basically like you're not the people, so to speak. You're not the real sons, of the Lord. Okay, you're not the real sons of the Lord, man. Okay, and it's evident because you guys didn't suffer any curses. You guys didn't. If you read the curses and you go over the curses, it only fits a group of people. And you guys don't fit it. You can't use the H to say that you do fit it because it don't add up. Okay, even things about the H don't really even add up. Okay, let me grab this really quick. Right, this is Revelations 2:9. It says, "I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogues of Satan." Okay, and that was both for our people, but and it's for for you heathen as well. Okay, and to back that up, let's get Revelation 3:9. It says, "Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee." Okay, so who's going to worship before our feet in the kingdom? Okay, you heathen. Okay, you heathen. Okay, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world. And this is talking, Yahushua is talking to his men, to the elect. He's not talking to, because you got 2/3 of Israel who's going to, in our day of trouble and Jacob's trouble, who are going to get judged, man. Okay, it says, because it says what? Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Not all Jake is keeping the word of the Lord's patience. Not all Jake is, walking that straight gate. Not all Jake is using their liberty to get right. They're using their liberty to fulfill, the lust of the flesh. Okay? It says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. So Yahushua said, well, hold that fast which thou hast. Okay, so what do we have? This truth. Okay, we hang on to it. Right, we know in part, we prophesy in part, we hang on to what we do have until the Lord come back. Okay, to redeem his men. Okay, this is Isaiah 14:1. It says, and Lord willing, I'm one of his men. It says, for the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. See, I just told you who the true biblical Israelites are. Okay, and these are videos on top of videos on top of videos on top of videos, proving, who the true biblical Israelites are according to prophecy. Okay, it says, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And who is those strangers? Those strangers are those heathen. Because when you go to Isaiah 60, it also says the same thing about the strangers, that they should build up our walls. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Yeah, we're going to rule over our oppressors. These people have oppressed us. Okay, these people has used us to build up America. These people has used us in a way, right? Has had a hand in us knocking each other down. Okay, whether it's mentally, whether it's physically, right? With, gangs and keeping his truth away from the masses of Jake. You know what I mean? So it's a price to pay for that, man. Okay, it says, and they shall take them captives who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors, and it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord Yahweh. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. See, you heathen are in your rest right now because you're in your heaven. Heaven is just a state, basically. What state are your people in? The majority of you, you Amalekites run everything, man. You have your hand in all businesses. You have your hand in everything. And if you look at the video, the interview that they did with Kanye West, he said that. Exposing them, you know what I mean? And, you can see it. You know what I mean? He said, man, you guys got your hands in everything. You have your hands in all kind of shit. And all you guys get paid first before Jake get paid. And it's in this so-called black music industry, so to speak. Who runs it? Okay? Come on, man. 9 times out of 10, it be you Amalekites, man. It says, and they shall, and guess what? You don't stop Jake from, it's not your job to stop Jake from promoting killing in their music and all that. It's not, I'm not saying, because trust me, right? I'm not having mercy on Esau. I'm not having mercy on any heathen once we in our heavenly state. And I'm sure brothers not having mercy on Esau, man, or any heathen. Okay, that shit is out the window. How could you? Okay, it says, Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. Yeah, who was made to serve hard bondage? Jake. Okay, it says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased, right? And that Babylon is talking about America. It says, the Lord Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and quiet, and they break forth into singing. Okay? It says, I'm going to jump down to 11. It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave. Yeah, your pomp, your proudness is brought down to the grave. And the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weakens the nations? Yeah, you top elite heathen. Okay, it says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. And I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And you tried everything to be like the Most High, from iconoclasm, from putting your image up there to be worshipped, from you trying to do different things, whether it's, going into different technologies, right? Trying to mimic the Most High and all that, man. The Lord has a special judgment for you heathen. As a matter of fact, guess what? Esau is prophesied to be no longer. Okay, it says, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. See, in their mind, they wanted to be like the Lord. It says, yet thou shalt be brought down to the hell, to the sides of the pit, that they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Yes, look at these dweebs. Esau, is this the man that made the world as the wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? Yeah, he didn't open the house of his prisoners, which the prisoners is Jake. Okay, but guess what? Guess who's going to cut down America? Right, guys are going to cut down America, man, these thermonuclear missiles. It's 23. It says, no, I'm going to go down. I'm going to start at 22. It says, for I will rise up against them, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, remnant, and the son and nephew, said the Lord Yahweh. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts. The besom of destruction is what? Those thermonuclear missiles, man. And that's that second death is going to be by way of fire. Okay? And there's videos on that. So with that, man, love when the videos edifying, only I can get something from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Kakadash. I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.